Right now at noon, we're learning who was on board a boat that collided with the Fisher Island Ferry over the weekend near Port Miami.
One man was killed and another seriously injured. Local 10 News' Trent Kelly joins us live from Port Miami. He has the identity of the victims. Trent?
That's right. According to Florida Fish and Wildlife, the man who died yesterday was 27-year-old Gaston Fernandez of Cutler Bay. His friend, 29-year-old Angel Dominguez of Hialeah, survived after he was pulled out of the water by workers on board that very same ferry their small boat is accused of hitting. That deadly collision shutting down port traffic in and out of Port Miami for nearly 12 hours yesterday, creating quite the chaotic situation for tens of thousands of cruise ship passengers. New video of the boat believed to be involved in the deadly collision in the channel leading to Port Miami on Sunday. The crash leaving one man dead and shutting down one of the world's busiest ports for nearly 12 hours.
I get to port this morning and so it was empty, there was no cruise ships. And I asked and they told me there had been an accident.
Sky 10 flying over the 32-foot boat after it was towed to a Florida Fish and Wildlife facility, appearing to sustain damage to its right side after hitting a Fisher Island car ferry in Government Cut just after 3:30 in the morning. Workers on the ferry pulling one man, now identified as 29-year-old Angel Dominguez of Hialeah, to safety. But while heading to the hospital, Dominguez told paramedics his friend, 27-year-old Gaston Fernandez of Cutler Bay, was also on board and was missing. The news causing divers to launch a search and rescue operation, which ended minutes later when Fernandez's body was recovered from the water. Their sunken boat leading to the abrupt closure of Port Miami, leaving thousands of passengers on 3 cruise ships stuck at sea for hours. A passenger on one ship requiring medical attention, leading the Coast Guard to carry them to shore. The massive delay causing countless cruisers to miss their return flights home.
So much confusion. I want to pray for the family, that the person who got hurt, but they need to get better organized. It is terrible.
Photos taken by passengers appear to show some people sleeping on the floor while waiting to board in the terminal.
They just said that it's going to be another delay until they can get everybody off, and then we'll leave around 9:30 now instead of whatever time we were supposed to leave.
Most passengers understanding the severity of the situation, which delayed their departure for hours. And of course, crews were eventually able to raise that sunken boat, allowing operations at Port Miami to resume later in the afternoon. The very last of those cruise ships, though, not leaving until very early this morning, around midnight, in fact. Operations, though, here at the port are back to normal today. We did check in with investigators from Florida Fish and Wildlife who are now in charge of this investigation, but they tell us for now the cause of that boat crash still being investigated, with a final report having yet to be released. For now, though, that is the very latest live from Port Miami this afternoon. I'm Trent Kelly, Local 10 News.